AJ here. So today I just wanted to go through and edit one of my planners and have you go through it with me, just so you can see what can be edited, how easy it can be, and then any other things that I feel like would be beneficial for you to know. This is gonna be as quick as possible. Maybe another time I can go more in depth if it's needed, but I wanted to make a quick version first, just to help you out. Okay, so what I've done here is I have duplicated my design, and I am going to be using these images right here to put into my planner. Okay, um, because it is a beige setting or a beige color already, I really don't have to go and do too many changes to this color, but I want to, like, if you wanted to use this right here and just put some type of beige watercolor image on it, you totally can do that. There it goes. You can totally do that, and not even have to change anything. But I want to do that. So what I like to do is in Midjourney, I like to create images that are basically variables of each other. They look like each other, but they're different. And you'll notice that in the beginning, like let's say you have let's say you have my bundle, you'll notice that like the very first few planners that I made, they aren't as good or as nice as the ones that I've been making now, because they just have way better images now and all that. So I'm gonna be using these, and so what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna go through the whole thing and drop in the images. You can do more or less. I have a planner where I have 12 different images, because I felt like it was necessary. But with this, I don't feel like it needs to be that many. So I'm just gonna go in and drop it in, and you can upload your image here and do that. Okay, so I have gone in and added my cover photo, or I added a photo for every cover and section. So if I look through now on the grid view, you can see that it's all in there. Okay, so now, I mean, at this point I could literally just leave it like this, okay, but I want to change the color a bit, and so I wanted to show you that in case you want to do it for other planners. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. I do have one recommendation when it comes to the tabs right here. So I always recommend that this right here is a different color code or hex code from everything else, because let's say you want to change the color of this. Unfortunately, if you only wanted to change this and you do the change all setting, so if I go here and I select this, if I hit change all, it's gonna change everything that has that color in the planner. Okay, so if you had this and you change it to this color right here, let me press undo. So it's this one right here, it ends with DB. So if I were to change this and go to DB, I'm gonna change all. Okay, I hit change all, so now it's the same as this, right? But let's say I'm scrolling through, and the only exception is this right here, because this is easy to just change real quick, right? This I don't care. I don't think it's a big deal to have the same color as this, right? But with this, let's say I wanted to change the color. Let's say you're like, okay, I want to make another planner. You go here to change it. You want to change it gray. You only want to change the stuff that's this color, but not the tabs necessarily. You hit change all. It changes that too. And so that's a little frustrating when you don't want it to be that color. Maybe you want it to be something else. So here's what I recommend. So you have this color right here. Let's say for this particular planner, you do want it to be the same as this. what you'll do is you click on one of the tabs, okay, and then you click on the one that you want it to be very close to. And then you're gonna hit the plus sign here, and then right here you can change. You can click on anything, but you can change this. And so what you would do is very close to where it is, but not, not exactly that. You just tap. And so now it changes the hex code. And so then I'm going to say change all. And so now it looks exactly the same, okay, but it's just a little tiny bit off, okay? And so now if I were to go to change it to this color, I can change it and not worry that it's going to change this. So now if you ever want to change, let's say you just want to change this, or maybe all of this color, but only within the planner, you can do that. And it's not going to affect the tabs, okay? Okay, so the next thing would be that I want to cover is just kind of editing these icons. So you can totally use these, but there might be a moment where you're like, I don't like this one, or you want to change it out or whatever. So what I've done here is I searched the word notebook, and I want to find one where I can easily change the colors. That's going to be easiest. Or let's say you create one in Midjourney, you can kind of upload it in here, okay? Let's see. So I'm gonna click this, and this one you can change the colors, which is really cool. So I'm gonna make this like this, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to link it to your the notebook page. You make it so that it's like approximately similar sizing for everything else. And then I'm gonna go here, and I'm just gonna start selecting colors that are already in the planner. And so for me, I'm going to select this dark brown. I want the white to be white. Orange. I might do like this. Like that. Okay. And then if you click on notes or this notebook right here, and you go to the little link button right here, you'll see that it's attached to the notebook section. And what I've done for most of the like templates, if it's not there, I may have missed it, just from having so many pages to do, but I have added a name for all of these pages. And so if I want to link this now to the notes section, I can click on it, and then I can right click and hit link. And then yes, I'm working on an Etsy checklist. What I'm gonna do is hit notes and scroll down, and it'll be right here. Put done. And so now whenever someone clicks on this, it's gonna take them to the note page. And so I can delete that because I don't need this anymore. Okay, so now that I've edited the colors and I've added my images that I want to use, and I also changed this, we can talk about fonts. And so fonts are easy because you can just take one and then change all of them, and then just make sure that you go through the whole planner to make sure that things are lined up. Okay, so for instance, there are times if, like, let's say if I have income right here, or no, this one's even better because there's no space on the side. But like, let's say you are changing a word, right, or changing a font, and it makes it where it has more space, or maybe the letters are just wider. What will happen is that this will do that, okay, and you don't want that. So I recommend keeping these, like this text right here, very simple, and then just changing like titles, so labels for the sections, and like for the month and things like that, because when you do that, you can just easily go through and edit that, whereas with these is a little bit harder. So if you choose a font for this, just make sure that you're really looking at them and making sure that it's not making it so that it's like wider. So like I clicked this and it actually made the words more, a little bit more condensed, which is totally fine. I think Garamond is really good too. This one's good too. So, you know, just look through it. I like using this font because it's like in between, like it's not too wide or too thin. So if you want to make it thin, you can. That one's a good one too. So, but yeah, so text is really easy. But you don't have to change it if you don't want to. Okay, so after you've finished editing, what you'll do is go up to the top right and hit share, and then go to download, and then go down to PDF standard and hit download. And now it'll start downloading your PDF, and that's it. And so I do have another video. I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I do have another video on my channel that you can watch, and it goes over how to create that one PDF file that's going to go into your listing, because these planner files are really big, and so you want to be able to upload it to Etsy, but you can't upload this directly, and it has to be a file. You can't do a link, right? So what you would do is create a separate file. So anyways, there's a video in there. If you have any trouble finding it, just let me know. But that's all, and that's all for today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.